we're all set up for the big one. We're leaving tomorrow morning for 6 weeks, and we're heading over the Nullarbor across to Perth to see my husband's brother.
Yeah, and the rest of the family. We've got other family members coming as well, so it'd be good to get together and have a good time over there. I mean, the van, she's all been spruced up. She's had a little habitation check and service. We've got extra diesel in a can just for when we go over the over that part of the Nullarbor. Yeah, we've got the bikes with us this time, so we'll be getting out on the e-bikes as well. And yeah, we're really looking forward to it, aren't we?
Yeah, we've just had a busy day sort of setting it all up, getting it ready so we can get that early start first thing tomorrow.
Plus we got, I think it's 7 hours tomorrow, the first from here to Mildura. So yeah, we connected, and yeah, I normally leave it overnight just to get the fridge ready for tomorrow, and we'll put some of the frozen stuff in. And
we've filled the water tank, maybe 25%.
25% the water tank, yeah. And yeah, so
just to have the cups of tea on the way, and then we'll fill up later on the journey over.
So we're ready to go.
I've actually been very busy sort of doing prepared dishes like your beef stroganoff and your lasagnas and your spaghetti bolognese. I did a batch of biscuits.
But tell them about your muffins. What happened to your muffins?
I must admit, I did a couple of batches of muffins, and I got my husband to seal
and vac and seal. And unfortunately,
I think he sucked all the air out of the muffins, and
your muffins basically got
deflated.
Yeah, they got crushed.
So how good they'll be, I don't know.
But anyway, we'll see. But yeah, we've got to say it's a long journey. I mean, it's 3,500 kilometres to get from here to Perth, and then there's all that way back and a lot of travelling days. So it'd be good to have that ready-made meal just to stick it in the microwave or something. I'll heat it up, and away we go. Yeah,
it's just easy to be able to pull it out first thing, defrost it, and then it's ready for later in the evening.
Yeah, all right.
On our long drive days.
Very good. Well done, Lenny. Unfortunately, little buddy won't be coming with us because it's a long distance and there's a lot of driving days, so it wouldn't be really fair for the little boy. So he's staying at home with my daughter and my son, and he'll be having lots of fun because he likes to chase the drone, doesn't he, Joe?
Buddy drone.
Buddy drone. He does.
What's this? What is this? Huh? What is this? Buddy, sit down. Good boy. Are you ready? Are you spinning? Ready? Go!
Go on, buddy. He might not like sheep, but he loves his drone. Go, buddy.
Ready, bud? Ready, ready? Go! Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
Well, that's the end of that. Just a little pit stop at Charlton on the way to Mildura, our first stop. And we're parked just here. Well, look at this, Lenny putting in a shift. We're on the second part of the first day, heading out of Charlton, where we stopped for a little bit of a pit stop, and now the second leg on to Mildura. So yeah, I did the first leg and Lenny's doing the second leg.
Look what we have got in front of us. We've got an Avan Ovation, but we've been following it for a good half hour. It's like a little convoy.
That's the first big drive of the tour done. So from home to Mildura, so we're on the big 4 Mildura Gateway Park for one night. Is that the kettle?
That is the kettle. I
The
told
rubbish
you.
it is.
I told you it would. The minute you'd start, it would.
So it took us about 8 hours from Melbourne to here, with a half an hour break at a place called Charlton, and overall the distance was
577.5 to be exact kilometres.
So yeah, so that's first big day, and
Tomorrow we're heading from here to Port Pirie, and it's a bit shorter distance. It's around 450 kilometres, so it's a little less distance-wise.
I think it's Port Pirie, isn't it?
Pirie, is it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I
'Cause I know
never get my pronunciation correct.
I know we've been pulled up for some of our pronunciations, but there you go.
We'll get there in the end.
A quick stop at the historic port of Morgan in South Australia. We've crossed the border this morning. Just a little look around. Right by the river. And there's a little caravan stop down there, and the ferry over there. But yeah, nice. Might grab a cup of coffee or something. There's a pub up there, which is always a good sign. And Lenny's off down this path somewhere. There's the ferry. A nice little spot by the river. Nice little houses over there.
You've got a houseboat called Anytime. It looks like it's, you know, can park up, trundle along the river, stop anywhere.
But lots of, look, see all the houseboats up there as well then.
Yeah.
There's a little Winnebago over there, towing a car. Yeah, a little spot for to pull your motorhome up to. Yeah, there's a museum up there as well. Yes, very nice. Well, there's a information centre there, and there's a little railway themed kiddies park, and there's a steamer. Oh, and look who's up there. Go and drive the boat, Lynn, next to the steering wheel. Okay. Then there's some of those climbing footholds and handholds. You should have gone up there. There she is. Give a little wave. Right, very good. So today we crossed the border into South Australia from Victoria. We are now at Port Pirie, and we travelled up from Mildura. We had a little stop in Morgan halfway along the road, and yeah, and how many kilometres have we done, Lenny?
Today we travelled about 447 kilometres, and in total we've done roughly 1,025 since leaving home.
Well, that's pretty good for 2 days, but we'll be heading across to Ceduna tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got just short of maybe 560 k's or something, so it's another long day drive.
Yeah, so
but
good.
Today it's been lovely. It's been relatively flat, weather's been good,
Yeah.
and saw emus in the wild.
And we're actually on a CMCA park, so it's one of those low cost. It's actually $7 to stay the night. It's got water, it's level,
It's got a dump point.
it's got a dump point, and it's quite close to town. So yeah, just basically to rest our head, and we're off again early tomorrow to start the next leg of the journey. All right, we'll catch up with you then, Linny. All right.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Okay, well, this is the road between Port Augusta and Ceduna, and it's one long road, straight, very few bends, and it's just got trees, few shrubs, red soil, and this is what it's like for miles.
Yeah, endless kilometres of this.
It's just endless. Every time there's a little brow in the road, we think, what's over the other side? And it's all the same.
More of the same. Well, we're just passing through Kimber. It's halfway across Australia. And there's the big galah. And there's Snowy in the background. So here we are at Ceduna foreshore. There's a nice little jetty to walk along. And you can look for southern. I don't know whether you can see that because of the sun, but southern Right Wales. What are you going to say for yourself, Linny?
Just talking about the migration of Wales.
Okay, right. There's the jetty. Wow, well that was another long journey today. We travelled from Port Pirie across to Ceduna, where we are now. We're on a big 4 caravan park. And yeah, it was a pretty tough drive, so we split it half and half.
50-50, didn't we?
We did, and we had a little stop off halfway for a bit of lunch. So yeah, we set off at 8 o'clock and we got here for about 4. So how many kilometres have we done, Linny, today?
Today we've done about 557 kilometres.
Yeah.
And in total, since leaving Melbourne, we've done 1,582.
In 3 days.
But we did stop at Wadena, and that was, it was lovely.
Okay.
We managed to get a nice little spot near the park, and we stopped for about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour for lunch, just to break the journey up.
And then, since we've got here, about 4 o'clock, we've both been for a nice hot shower, so that's why we're just in our Teletubbies.
In our matching toweling dressing gowns.
Yes, I know it's a bit twee, but but they're really
Nice,
comfortable.
they're comfy, and it's going to be dark soon.
And I can say that when I went to the shower, I was wearing nothing underneath this.
Yes.
Anyway, on that note, we'll see you tomorrow.
Pleasant. All right.
What do you mean it isn't pleasant? Right, bye.
Bye. We're here in Penong, and we're on the way to the Nullarbor Roadhouse. There was a place of interest for windmills in Penong, so we've stopped to have a look at the Windmill Museum.
Right, so this is the outdoor bit.
All the windmills have been restored, but they've obviously been very valuable. That's back in history.
Yeah. And of course they're used for pumping water in a lot of cases.
Yeah, I think they've been used on farms and out this way from the 1800s, and obviously they're no longer needed, but they get restored, and this is where they come.
Well, we're on the Nullarbor Plain now, actually heading towards Nullarbor. Yeah, it's one long road, and we just went through Penong, and went in the last shop for 1,000 kilometres. What do you reckon, Lenny?
Yeah, we're just me and Andy
Trundling
along. The minute we're here at the head of the Bight.
Oh, head of Bight, yeah.
The Aussie Bight. It's $9 to get in, and obviously there's a platform for whale watching, but that's in the June, July, August time. So they come and have the calves, and you know, they do it on an annual basis where you can come and have a look. But we're just going to go and see the cliffs and the Southern Ocean crashing below it.
Nice, very poetic.
I think.
Watch out for snakes.
That's it. Is that it? There.
Oh.
There he is. I was thinking, was he having me on? Was he just meaning the picture?
I don't know whether it's a,
I have no idea, but...
I don't know whether it's a dangerous one or what, but it's a snake. It's got like a black head. Anyway. Yeah, it's nice and blue, isn't it?
Look at that water. That water looks so turquoise, gorgeous, pretty. Look at it.
Yes,
looks,
no whales, I don't think.
Look how crisp that water looks. It's like something you see in a holiday magazine.
Right.
And it makes you want to go for a swim.
Yes. Okay, well here we have the Bunder Cliffs.
It says they're composed of limestone which extends far inland. The cliff face ranges in height from 40 to 80 metres and stretches west for 800 kilometres.
Wow, well let's go and have a look. We can get a little bit closer. So it won't break my neck down these steps, of course.
There's parts of the cliffs that are
Wow. We've just had a couple of beers at the Nullarbor Roadhouse where we're staying, which was nice. We've had probably a little bit less driving today than we've had in the previous few days.
Did around 300 kilometres today, so it enabled us to have a few stops.
Yes, we stopped at Lynn insisted that we stopped at a windmill museum at Penong, right, which was like at the start of the Nullarbor Plain. And then we also went to, where did we go?
The Australian Bight.
The head of the Bight, was it?
The Great Australian Bight. It's just not far from the Nullarbor Roadhouse, but it was just stunning. The water, and it's where the whales, you can do a lot of whale watching.
Yeah, but it was out of season.
In winter.
It was out of season for the whales. So, but yeah, we had a nice look around there, and yeah, we're just settling in. And tomorrow we're going to cross the border into Western Australia, and yeah, we'll catch up with you then. Okay. Yeah,
we'll see you another time. Bye.
Another time. Like when? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Well, it's Good Friday, the 29th of March. We've just left the Nullarbor Roadhouse where we stayed for one night. And and as you can see, we're well into crossing the Nullarbor Plain. So, Linny, why do they call it the Nullarbor?
It's actually Latin. It's Latin for treeless plain, no trees.
And this road is long and straight, and it goes on for kilometre after kilometre. So today we're heading for a place called Kalgoorlie, where we're going to stay another night at another roadhouse.
It's roughly about 496 kilometres on this in front on this straight road, but we're actually leaving South Australia and crossing over into Western Australia when we get to a place called Eucla.
Yeah. So yeah, one long straight road, no trees, horizon, and there's a little bit of you can see there's a little bit of mist this morning. There was a nice little bit of a sunrise that I sort of caught on the camera. But yeah, the roadhouse was great. It was a powered site, just a whole load of caravans and motorhomes on a flat gravel pitches. But the roadhouse had a shop. There was a bar. We had a couple of beers last night. There was a restaurant.
If you wanted more of a meal. As I say, it had toilet showers. It had all the things that you're really after, you know.
For me, it was like that little bit of a sort of romance of the sort of remote roadhouse in the middle of nowhere, and literally
truckies and
yeah, you looked out at the side and there was just nothing but flat expanse like you can see now. And again, a lot of trucks stopped there, some of these big road trains and everything. So yeah, it was interesting. We got a good night's sleep. You could sometimes see the big trucks going past in the night, but it didn't stop Lynn and I getting a good night's sleep, did it?
No. And this fog that has, I mean, obviously from maybe 7 o'clock, but I reckon it's going to lift very shortly. I've got my fog lamps on at the minute, but I reckon it's going to lift.
Yeah. And it's pretty quiet. I mean, he's a big road train coming past now. But yeah, it's pretty quiet, maybe because it's Good Friday. But anyway, what we'll do is I'll put the camera back on once the fog lifts a little bit, and we'll get a little bit more of a look at the plane. The sun has come out and burnt off all the fog, and we're still on this nice long straight road.
Yeah. No, the only excitement is the odd little bends that breaks up the monotony of the straight road.
Yeah, I can't believe we get excited when we come to a bend
maybe
in the road.
As I say, if we did play I Spy, it would be like we would run out of things to...
yeah, I Spy with my little eye, something beginning with N.
Nothing.
Nothing, well done. Coming up to the quarantine checkpoint before the border with WA.
Do you want to just take them out?
Continue on A1.
Right. We're in Western Australia, just crossed the border, and we got some honey confiscated. We forgot about the honey, but yeah, other than that,
All's good.
All's good.
Today we travelled from the Nullarbor Roadhouse onto the Kalgoorlie Roadhouse, and we got accommodation, which was for a powered site. It was $30.
It's pretty good.
And it roughly, between the two, it was about 463 kilometres, so we shared the drive in 50-50.
Yeah, and the good thing about these roadhouses is they always have like a bar and a restaurant, And of course, because it was Good Friday, there was some rule about if you wanted to drink, you had to have a meal as well. So we had a meal in the restaurant and a couple of beers, so it was really cool. Just a little tip: if you're crossing the Nullarbor, make sure you fill up with AdBlue and you take some spare. But other than that, it's it's okay sharing the drive, and yeah, it's an easy driving. It's one long road basically. Stick it into cruise control, set your speed, and make sure that you stay alert at the wheel. But yeah, so another day over and onwards tomorrow. Well, we're crossing the Nullarbor, listening to the Lazy Spa, because basically we can't get anything else on the radio. So yes, hop little granddad, hop, hop, hop.
Well, another day. We left Kalgoorlie Roadhouse and today we moved on to a place called Norseman. We had a little pit stop for a bite of lunch at Balladonia, and we covered roughly about 431 kilometres.
Yep, yeah, another decent drive. But yeah, we've got on a site in Norseman. It seems pretty good. We've got power. The Wi-Fi is pretty good at this place. Well, I must say at the Kalgoorlie Roadhouse, the Wi-Fi wasn't very good at all. So we were a little bit
internet, did we?
No internet. We had to watch DVDs on our telly. We watched like
there
an
was
old.
No signal whatsoever.
We watched an old episode of Men Behaving Badly, which some of you out there might even not even have heard of. But yeah, we did that, and but yeah, this site's pretty good. We just had a look around. Yeah, and tomorrow we've got a shorter journey, which so we're gonna have a little bit of a sleep in tomorrow, set off a bit later, and get all the way to Kalgoorlie tomorrow.
Yeah, which is only less than 200 k's from here, so right. We can
easy day. By the way, just if you're wondering, Norseman's got nothing to do with Vikings and stuff. Apparently it's named after a horse, right, called Norseman. Isn't that what you told me?
I think
didn't the horse pawed the ground or something, and somebody...
That was a Kalgoorlie, I think.
Was it?
I think
you told me the horse was called Norseman.
I think that's Kalgoorlie, where it was a horse.
What was the horse called? Kalgoorlie?
No.
You told me the horse was called Norseman. Anyway,
I try and come up with these wonderful little facts.
Any history or stuff like that, just take with a pinch of salt. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye for now. Here we are at Kalgoorlie Super Pit. It's got an amazing lookout where you can see how big the actual mine is. Even the trucks look like toy cars. It's so long and deep, and we're just going to go and take a look. And
well, let's go and have a look then. They've even selling ice cream. Look, there's a little Mr. Whippy. Maybe out the lookout. Linda decided not to use the lookout, but there you go.
You just it's just like
Right, go and climb on the tile, and this is the
just for you, Auntie. Oh, that's what.
come on, get your leg up.
Oh, it's alright. It's alright for you to say.
Honestly, right, come on then.
Ta-da!
These are the tires. Get the machinery.
Ta-da!
Yes, very good. Right,
Right.
let's actually look.
Eh?
Let's actually look
Have
in
you
the.
seen the size of these
Yes.
tires?
And it's a Goodyear tire by the look of it. This
Eh?
one, Goodyear.
See? Paddy Hannon, Flanagan and Shear back in 1893 they stumbled upon gold, and then that guy, what was his name, Charles O'Connor, he brought water to this region.
Yeah.
And then that's what created in the 1900s created the
Wow,
gold
Linny,
fields,
you're on
and
a
it's still
roll
going
with your
strong.
facts. Wow. Let's go and have a look in here.
Long married. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, okay.
I wonder if any of the miners take them in their pockets.
I wonder if there's like a perk for
No, I doubt
like,
it.
you know, like for every job has a perk.
Just put it
Don't have to give you a couple of gold nuggets in Christmas. Yeah, he's Andy in the PC 8000 first shovel bucket. I mean, look at the size of it. It is humongous.
What?
I would like to be one of these truckies that goes to the very bottom of the pit,
Why not?
open pit, and then climbs back out. Oh, I don't know. I'd no doubt. You'd have to certainly have your wits about you.
Yes,
Look
I
at the-
think so.
Look at the ledges. Like, no.
Right, are you sure you don't want to miss the Whitby? Oh, it's a Mrs. Whitby. We're on our way to Perth finally. This is the last leg. Meeting up with my brother and my niece and nephew and the kids. So yeah, looking forward to a couple of weeks with them in Perth. We stayed in Kalgoorlie last night on a big 4, which was really good. It's all very quiet, of course, because it was Easter Sunday yesterday, but yeah, we got a good night's sleep, and this is a particularly long section, so there's over 600 kilometres to go. Linny's doing the driving for the first half, yeah, for the first 300 and odd kilometres, and yeah, we'll be having a break sometime around lunchtime. I'll have to consult Lynn's little book. It's down here somewhere. So this is the travel Bible, according to Linny.
It's at the very back.
It's at the very back. So hold on. Can concentrate on the driving. Yesterday, it was a short travel day. We did 191.6 kilometres from Norseman to Kalgoorlie, and at that point we'd done 2,985.7 kilometres. So yeah, big push today to get to Perth. Look at this, our first view of Perth in the distance. It's been a long drive, hasn't it, Linny?
3.5 kilometres, 3,500. What was it, did I say?
3.5 kilometres, yeah,
I wish.
it was.
3,500 kilometres.
Yes. Well, yeah, that's a little view of Perth there.
No, we left the goldfields and all the mining areas, and then we moved into the Wheatbelt, didn't we? We had like quite a long spell with a lot of agriculture, a lot of farming in general, and within the last 5 minutes we've hit the suburbs. Yeah, so it's a lot more residential and looks a bit like civilization.
Oh, truck arrestor, you see that? If you come flying down the hill in the truck and you can't stop, you go up there.
Okay.
Traffic light. Do you remember those, Lenny?
I don't think I've seen one for quite some time, for days, to be quite honest.
It's like we're heading towards the airport.
Take the ramp on the left, 2-row highway toward Perth. In 2.5 kilometres, turn right on Great Eastern Highway bypass.
There's the sign, Perth City, Great Eastern Highway, airport down to the left. We flew into that airport a couple of times, Lenny.
We have.
A few times to see Kenny. Sort of recognise this bit now. Indoor skydiving. So
Sounds interesting.
we're going to do that while we're here.
You should give anything a go at least once.
I'd like to see, well, at least probably safer than dropping out for Blaine. Oh, we're hitting all the traffic lights. I'm having to actually drive and follow the sat nav. That's the Optus Stadium on the left. And that should be, the Swan River should be to the right of us now.
Train on your left.
Oh,
You've got a train on your left.
I don't want to race the train.
Are we on the right? Are we on the Graham Farmers?
We are on Graham Farmer Freeway. And there's, it's like
Okay, tunnel's open. I don't know what that means.
overheight vehicle must exit. He said.
Hey?
Well, we're going under a tunnel now. Let's hope it's not any lower than
Oh,
three
don't even.
meters.
Don't even.
It won't be. Anyway. There you are. Isn't straight. Right, let me get in there.
Keep right to Graham Farmer Freeway, then keep right.
Keep right.
That's
Be
all.
in the second lane from the right.
Second lane from the right. I am in the second lane from the right. I think I'm going to get across here. Yep.
Take the exit on the left, then take the first right.
Exit. It's okay, there's nothing behind me. I remember this.
Turn left at the traffic light.
of this, there's a lake, isn't
Continue
there?
on Lake Munga Drive.
Lake Munga. Yes, we're not far.
Such a beautiful day.
Well, we're not far now. I could get there without the sat nav now. Right, so I'm going to switch the sat nav off now, Lynn.
Okay.
So you don't
Right, I'll just take a
Switch
picture
it off.
of the lake. Okay.
Well, we finally made it to Perth, and we're happily parked on my brother's drive in Floriette. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, it was a long drive from Kalgoorlie, so but we got here and yeah, we're just relaxing. So how many kilometres was it from Kalgoorlie to here, Lenny?
All told, it was about 593 kilometres.
Yeah.
I started the journey off at the start, and then Andy finished it, especially once we got into Perth with all the lights and all the different highways. It's more complex.
You'll have seen that on the video,
And all told, total wise, we have done so far is 3,578 kilometres.
and that's from Melbourne,
to
our
Perth.
house in Melbourne, to my brother's house in Perth. So we're gonna really have a couple of weeks holiday now. We're gonna just, you know, enjoy Perth, enjoy the company of our family, and then what we'll do is we'll resume the vlog once we leave Perth and basically head
in
down
2 weeks' time.
yeah, in 2 weeks' time, down to the south of Perth, south of Western Australia. So yeah, we'll check in then. All right.
Okay then.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a nice time, and hope you enjoy the vlog.
Bye for now.
Bye. Right, so here we all are in Perth. We're actually in Fremantle today with the family, and they all just wanted to say hello for the channel.
Hello.
So hello everyone.
Hello everybody.
Yes, and I want you all to say Pitch Up Pearson. Right, 3, 2, 1.
Pitch Up Pearson.
Hey.
Yay.
Anything